Well, we walked around the house and we saw all the things that need to be done to the house. One of the things that still has to be done is the products that we're going to complete the project with. The pieces and accessories that CertainTeed offers with their vinyl line are second to none. They have every component that goes into vinyl siding to make it look like wood without having that extraordinary cost of having custom pieces for everything.
And we've had an opportunity to be on their website, to look through their brochures and just thinking, wow, can this happen to this house?
One of the nice things about CertainTeed is above all the competitors in the industry, they're the color leader. Monogram, for example, is their main stable for vinyl siding. It has over 40 colors available. As far as the function of the panel, one of the reasons why we like working with Monogram is because the rigidity in the panel and the way that it's built. Monogram is a panel above all others in the industry.
Stand heavy winds. It's got a thicker ridge, makes it flat, lets it float over any imperfections on your walls. It's also got the STUDfinder system. When you find your first stud, you follow the same letter and you can hit your studs along. Helps you ensure that you're hitting your studs. I've used many products over my years of doing siding. I've been doing it 20 years, and like I said, Monogram by CertainTeed has got to be my favorite siding panel to install.
It's thicker than the average J channel. Yeah. When you cut through it, you can just cut it and it bends nicely. The other stuff you'll cut and it'll break off. It'll break off down in here, then you got to replace your piece of J channel.
CertainTeed's just a much better product.
Exactly.
One of the things we talked about is the corners. There's a couple of options we could do for the corners. One, we could have the custom millwork pieces made for the corners. Some of the other things that CertainTeed has, these are what's called SuperCorners. The other nice feature with these is they come 20 foot long, whereas most manufacturers make their corners 10 foot. So there's seams in the middle. So you have a seam in your corner. So these come 20 foot long. So from top to bottom, there's no seam in the corner.
It's the best. It is the best.
One of the things that CertainTeed has, we talked about all the parts and pieces they have, that I think is a great product that CertainTeed offers is a Cornice Molding at the top. It comes with a product that you can actually run the soffit into. The soffit, CertainTeed has a great product called InvisiVent. You guys said you're on their website, I'm sure you noticed it. Yeah. It allows you to have proper ventilation without having perforations in the face, which in rural areas attracts a lot of dirt. So if you take two sides of a house, talked about you want to have the equal amount of air in as you do out. Yeah. So the air exchange stays at that level.
Monogram siding by CertainTeed is one of my favorite siding products to install. It's got a special locking system, locks your panels up, they won't come off.
When you lock this stuff up, I'll show you right here in the next panel. You get it close to your saw, and you'll hear a nice little snap, and you'll know you're locked in. And once you're locked in, it won't come out. It's designed perfectly where it comes out. There's a little, probably about an 1/8 inch lip right here. When you hook it onto the siding like this, it'll snap. So this lip is going over this lock.
So what do you think, honey?
Awesome. It's awesome. It's more than I could have imagined.
Yeah, and I think with the Monogram, there were so many choices. Do you remember?
Yeah. Yeah.
That for this house being such an old classic, I think this sterling gray is perfect. Yeah. But it was a hard choice because there were a lot of beautiful, cool colors out there. But I'm really happy. I think this is the perfect fit for our house.
Yeah.